and Concordia Irvine. Jump is up, Anderson tips it, dang in the backcourt, and he saves it, but the Sea Lions will retain. Home whites with the green chevrons down the side and yellow numbers for the Point Loma Sea Lions. Road blacks with white shreds, or excuse me, red shreds for the Urban Knights. Here's Anderson getting the initial feed, fighting through a pair, look at the footwork. He lays it in, and Caden Anderson, senior out of Enumclaw, Washington, the preseason Pac-West Player of the Year, is on the board. On the other side comes Clay Brown into the corner. He swings it to Denny Slay. Slay, the grad senior transfer out of High Point University out on the East Coast. D1 program. Spot up shot off the back iron by Latrell Williams. Latrell Williams currently leading the conference in rebounds per game at 9.2. Barnes gets tied up on the block into the corner. Extra pass McKenzie. He leads the conference in three-point percentage. Unfortunately, though, that one will drop for Miles Franklin. He also leads the conference in field goal percentage, 64% from the field, 59% from three. Dang, a stutter to the shoulder and able to drop it in. Grad transfer from Eastern Illinois University. Dang. He's actually fourth in the Pac-West in field goal percentage, coming off season highs, 25 points against Dominican, and last game 18 points and 9 rebounds against. Foul called here. Allows the Sea Lions to retain possession. Goes against Dang. And it's up to Brock McKenzie, junior out of Eastside Catholic. Gets the swing from Franklin into the corner. He goes. Baxter thought about it. Three takes it to the shoulder. Back out. A little give and go. Extra pass. Anderson. 8-footer. High arcing shot. Hits and the foul. Welcome back, Caden Anderson. NABC second team all-regioner. And he is a massive presence both offensively and defensively. Wearing those really clean multicolored shoes. Here's Denny Slay pulling up from the shoulder and splashing it through. Started 34 of 110 games that he played at High Point University out in the NAAC. Season high, 17 points against USC Upstate one night. In the corner, Baxter pulls the trigger. He can't hit. Rebound comes away to the Urban Knights. Leading the charge is Clay Brown. He's a transfer from St. Thomas Aquinas College. A lot of transfers on this team. Only 2 players are not transfers for the Urban Knights, and they've yet to play this season. That's an offensive foul, and there's the call. Miles Franklin steps in and takes the slow play at USD this past weekend. A little full court pressure here, some light pressure from the Urban Knights. Kobe Barnes averaging 1.9 points per game, but getting his first start, a little bit more playing time. Up top, thought about a three. Dang closes. Down he goes to Anderson. He lost the handle, but a foul is called. Adrian Bird-Jelinek, transfer from San Diego City College down here, will get called for the foul. His second, already the 4th team foul here. Just 2.5 minutes into the action. Anderson short on the first. He was supposed to return during the whole. Things changed since then for the Point Loma Sea Lions, looking to get back on track. They're currently in the middle of the pack offensively overall. Defensively, they're at the back of the pack. They are 5th in points per game. Now the Urban Knights are up top in a lot of different categories. We'll get to that here in a moment as Kobe Barnes rips down the board, crosses the timeline. Into the corner he goes, Franklin along the baseline. Good closeout by Brown, forces the give up. Extra pass into the corner, Baxter thought about it. Then he goes to Brock McKenzie. Zone defense from Academy of the Art. Franklin with 8, looking for space. Kicks it to the corner, extra pass. Anderson with 3, Anderson with 1. Can't hit it. Ball goes out of play and comes back to the Urban Knights. So right now, Academy first in steals per game in the conference at 9.89. They're second in the conference in turnover margin, 2.2. They're third in team offensive field goal percentage, and they're 4th in points per game. This is a very balanced team under Coach Waterman that has done a very good job as a 3 is reined in by Clay Brown at using defensive continuity to spark offense. You saw it right there. They force a turnover, and they respond immediately with a 3 by Brown. He's shooting 36% from beyond the arc this season, averaging just a hair over 9.5 points per game. Here's Pierce. Davis on the high post. Checked in. Back out for three. Baxter can't hit. And a rebound comes away here to Kobe Barnes. So Caden Anderson got a few minutes at the start. Here's Davis, the freshman. Went to Sheldon High School up in Sacramento, checks in. 10 on the clock, a three. Off the back iron for McKenzie. Rebound taken here by the Urban Knights. Brown the other way. He's out of Queens, New York, up against traffic, can't hit. And they're going to say it was tipped out of play. It'll stay here with the Urban Knights. But first, immediate timeout. 15:42 remaining here, first half. And it is RU leading 7-4. All of you, no matter how you're watching or where you're watching, all of us here at Point Loma, the Pac West Network, appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday afternoon plans. Here's Christian Papula Jr., who just checked in out of the timeout. Junior transferred from Salt Lake City College, where he had a really good 2 seasons after redshirting his freshman year at Utah. There's an offensive rebound, a missed travel call, but the ball don't lie. Franklin intercepted it. Now a 50-50 ball. Scrum breaks out. Possession arrow favors the Urban Knights. Last time these two teams matched up was on the 27th of February 2020. Inside this gym, Point Loma won 88-73. Denny Slay into the corner. Brown now putting the moves on, almost lost the handle but got it back, resets. Brown with 6, along the baseline, floats it up, can't hit. Latrell Williams got a hand on it, but ultimately the Point Loma Sea Lions coming away with it. Here's Barnes turning the corner, and a reset to Brock McKenzie. Pac-West SoCal Pod teamer a year ago. Now Franklin, the former Northeastern Husky, all the way to the cup, he lays it in. Beautiful move for Franklin. He's averaging 4.3 points per game. That leads the team. Hugh Baxter, though, right behind him. The counter, though, by Christian Papula drops. At a career high, 24 points in the season opener against San Francisco State. He did have 11 points in 17 minutes last game against Concordia Irvine. That was a big win for the Urban Knights up in Irvine. Ball out of play, stays here with the Sea Lions. It'll be Trey Anderson checking in with Ben Okhotin for Point Loma. Grant Bellis, the junior from Folsom Lake College, will Trent. Davis takes it, finds Miles Franklin, steps back, pulls the trigger. Can't hit from 3. Rebound falls to Williams. Pac-West leading rebounder for Latrell Williams is actually averaging 12 points per game as well. This guy is fearsome all around the court. Here's 3 from Bellis. That's way short. Now 4 for 19 on the season, but the follow was in by Latrell Williams. Can't leave that guy unattended on rebound opportunities. Had a 15-point, 13 rebound game on Thursday against Concordia Irvine. Stays around the perimeter. Okhotin, the San Diego product, a senior out of Westview High School, just hit the road in North County. Takes the ball along the shoulder, lost the handle, swings it now right wing. Here's Baxter from the free throw line as the shot clock expires, rattles it in. 14.2 points per game, 54% from the field, is 3rd in the conference. Keeps the lead within 2 here. On the counter now, Papula Jr. And a foul is called down under the hoop here. Christian Papula Jr., the gunner. Feed inside, lay it is short for Sissoko. Couldn't get the follow. Sea Lions off to the races. It's a 3-on-3. Back out, Okhotin, extra pass to Anderson, gets it back. Turns the corner, stops the free throw line. A contested shot rims out. Pace of play a little bit quicker for the Sea Lions with the ball in hand than with the Urban Knights looking to keep their half-court sets intact. Papula Jr. puts the moves on, gets Davis up in the air, and hits the lefty floater. 8.8 points per game. He leads the conference in free throw percentage, so any time he's at the free throw line, even if it's for a field goal, you probably want to find a way to close him out. Right there, he had a 15-footer that dropped. Okhotin, straightaway 3, got it. 28% three-point shooter, will creep up just a little bit. And RU leads by a penny. Papula Jr. in hand, started 9 of 13 games back in the spring. Now Mike Asante, the transfer from Howard College out in Texas, tries to answer. He can't. Ball batted around. Comes away here to Sissoko. And now Dang in the corner. 10 on the shot clock as Dang and Okhotin go to work, but a foul is called and an illegal screen by Czechna. Sissoko, boy, what a game this has been. Seldom lack of action so far in the opening 7.5 minutes, or closer to 8 minutes at this point. Sea-Lions trail by 1, back in possession of the basketball as Brock McKenzie up top, back to Okhotin. You see a little zone defense here, looks to be 2-3 fashion for the Urban Knights. Baxter forces to give it up. Here's Trey Anderson, his father, Jared Anderson, in attendance, the former outfielder for the Angels at that home run in Game 7. Okhotin splashes in another. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Sea-Lions up by 2. That matches their largest and only lead of the ball game when they were up 2-0. Dang calling for the screen. Adrian Bird-Jelinek checks back in, set it into the corner. It goes. Bellis for 3. Can't hit. 0 for 2 now for Grant Bellis. Sea-Lions doing a good job slowing things up, getting into their set. Papula matched up with McKenzie, forces the handoff now. That's Brian Garacki who checks in. Anderson back out. Baxter pulls the trigger. Off right iron. Rebound falls to Dang. He's averaging 5.5 rebounds per game. Turns on the Jets, looking to go coast to coast. Got tied up. Finds Bellis, who finds the out-of-bounds line. He gives it back here to the people. From Point Loma, the one made field goal, or rather the one made free throw. That is accounted for the 2-point lead. 4 turnovers for the Urban Knights. So just 2 for the Sea-Lions. Anderson makes the handoff, able to keep his dribble. Okhotin now tries to split the double. Papula Jr. got a hand on it, dives on the court. He was calling for timeout, and he will be rewarded. Good defense by Papula Jr. to force the turnover. 15-13 the score. You know what? It's a 30-second timeout. Let's keep it here. Let's chat a little bit. Your coach Logan, you'd like to see that number go up a little bit, but they're also second in the team in free throw percentage and second in steals per game. So we have the number 1 and number 2 teams in steals per game playing each other right now, but it's a 2.5 steal difference between them. That's how good ArtU has been defensively this season. All right, out of the timeout, here's Bird-Jelinek, faking it right, floats it up off glass and hits. We're tied at 15. 10 points per game for Adrian Bird-Jelinek out of Van Nuys, my neck of the woods up in the greater Los Angeles area. He went to Birmingham. Shout out to the Patriots. Fantastic program out of the LA City section. Another turnover there. And a double dribble is called after Dang tried to get up from the court, from the floor rather, and mishandled. Barnes will check back in, along with Franklin, McKenzie, and Trey Anderson will sit. Excuse me. ArtU 3-10 back in the spring, 2-9 in the Pac West, 12-18 in 2019, and 10-12. 11-17 in 2018, looking to get back to winning ways. That 2017-18 season was their lone winning season in the program history. Started athletics back in 2006. Extra pass, Barnes, corner pocket 3, you bet. His 6th made 3 of the season. He's shooting 50% from beyond the arc. It's a 3-point Sea-Lion lead. Slay averaged 5 points per game at High Point. Can't respond with a left elbow jumper. 50-50 ball. Barnes whips it out, but it's maintained here by Bird-Jelinek. And they are saying a flop on Kobe Barnes. So a flop warning has been issued to Point Loma. If anybody flops for the rest of the game, anybody, not just Barnes, it is a technical foul. McKenzie splits the double, loses the handle, another turnover. Slay leading the charge. Slay through contact, goes off his leg. Great defense by Barnes. This Point Loma, both teams struggling right now with turnovers, 6-4. And most in the last 2 minutes for Point Loma, they've had 3 turnovers, in the last 2 minutes of action. Urban Knights 1 for 4 from the 3-point line. The Sea-Lions 3 for 9, trying to make it 4. It's flat by Barnes. He followed it, but Slay was in his way. Here's Papula Jr. Nice little feed down low. Dang lays it in. Beautiful play by Denny Slay, averaging 2.5 assists per game. This is a very good passing team. They're averaging just over 13 assists per game. Baxter thought about the three, instead finds Barnes in the corner. Barnes up against Slay, trying to back him down, hits the deck. McKenzie into the corner. Okhotin, give him a three. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc for Ben Okhotin. Sea Lions regain the lead. That's the problem with zone defense, is if you move the ball quick enough, the corners tend to be open. Here's Williams. He's only 1 for 3 this season from beyond the arc. Make it 1 for 4 now. That one goes in and out. Not a prolific three-point shooter. Garacki can't hit for a contested three in the corner. Dang, dumps it off to Slay on the shoulder. Goes up and under, gets hacked on the way up. He'll head to the line for 2. Foul on Brian Garacki, his first, and we have a media timeout. 7:14 remaining in the first half. 21-19, Sea Lions lead. Get the deal done. Slay splits the pair. It's a 1-point game. Anderson back in, as well as Franklin, who takes the inbound. Full court trap in effect. Anderson up. Baxter now into the corner. Barnes. Extra pass for 3. Baxter can't hit. Rebound falls to Clay Brown. Queens, New York product. Brown up top. Turns the corner. Extends. Can't hit off the window. Offensive rebound by Latrell Williams. And the follow. RU leads by 1. This guy, Latrell Williams, it's not like he's the tallest guy out there. He's only 6'5". I should say only. I'm 5'10", but comparatively, right? He's only 6'5", but this guy leads the conference in rebounds. It's his IQ down low. He knows how to get in position and continue to get extra opportunities for his team. He has 5 rebounds here today. To give you a perspective, the Sea Lions only have 7 as a team. Here's Anderson, a little four-footer is good. He has 7 points on 3 for 4 shooting from the field. Sea Lions trading punches right now with the Urban Knights. Slay gets a nice screen, 15-footer, can't hit. Ripped down by Baxter. I will tell you this, though. The Sea Lions are only leading the conference in one stat, and that's attendance. They are leading the conference in total attendance. How about that? The Green Sea always showing out here to cheer on their team. Dang hits the deck at midcourt, finds Brown into the corner, wide open. Bird yelling it. A rainbow 3, no good. Franklin with the board. 2-on-1, outlet pass, batted away to Barnes. Hits and the foul. 1 for 2 this season now. The lead is up to 4. This guy works incredibly hard. The freshman out of Fresno with the Buchanan High Schooler. He was a 3-year letter award winner and made second team all-conference. Played in the SoCal Regional Championships. Williams with a fadeaway jump. Kenzie turns the corner. Swings it back out to Davis. You're at the Urban Knights. You're okay with Pierce Davis out on the perimeter right now. 13 on the clock. Not a lot of movement off the ball. Not a lot of movement off the ball. McKenzie now gets picked up by on the block. Stutters it in. Stutters it in. Play right there by Brock. By the way, no Luke Hobbs for the Sea Lions. That is a big loss here today. Turnover picked up by Anderson. Free throw percentage, averaging 11 free throw percentage, averaging 11 rebounds. That actually leads the team as well. Freshman out of San Augustine, down here in San Diego. Franklin calls a timeout. His team up by 6, 4:17 remaining here in the first half, and we'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Point Loma men's basketball on the Pack. Jonathan Rifkin on the call. Special thanks to Sierra up in our production suite. What a game this has been. It's been really a tale of 2 parts of this half. The first half was owned by the Urban Knights with points in the paint. really solid defensive prowess, and then Ben Okhotin came in as he comes in again looking for another three. Unleash Okhotin, his fourth three of the half. And that's what I was going to say, is this guy basically turned it on, checking in off the bench, made a three, and it was the Sea Lions off to the races from there. Now mounting their largest lead here, up by 9. Williams can't hit. Good closeout by Anderson. Barnes with another rebound, his 5th. Now ties Latrell Williams for game high. Down low, Franklin gets the home roll. He has 4 points. And Art U calls a timeout, trailing by 11. Ben Okhotin in the corner. I'm sitting behind. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. And it typically pays off. 4 for 4 from 3. He's been struggling, only shooting 27% coming into this game, but they've needed his production, and boy, has he come through. Out of the timeout, Denny Slay. Up top to Brown. That's Mike Asante. Papula Jr., right shoulder jumper, airballed. Williams with the rebound. Excuse me, that was Mike Asante with the rebound. Couldn't hit, but it led to the line. And if I'm not mistaken, this is actually his first game play. It's in possession, full court pressure. The problem with this, as it's high risk, high reward right there. The reward came through as Slay took the errant pass. Got fouled and will head to the line. And I was going to say it's high risk, high reward as Brock McKenzie picks up the foul. 5 points for him, 1 rebound and an assist. Here's McKenzie on the inbound. Slay on him. McKenzie trying to clear it out. And across the time. McKenzie head of steam gets blocked by Williams. 50-50 ball taken by Slay. Leading the charge now, Slay. Back out to Williams, just inside the free throw line. He'll reset here. A little hot potato between the two, Slay and Williams. Now Asante, back to Slay. His usage rate is quite high here in the first half. Leaves a left shoulder jumper long. Rebound to McKenzie. Crossing the timeline, now to Franklin. Here's Miles Franklin. In Brea, California, with the Villa Park High School up in Orange County. Utilizes the space. Somebody's open. It's Baxter in the corner, but they'll swing it up to Okhotin with 12. Wide open. Miles Franklin leaves it short. A 50-50 ball. Has Hugh Baxter being called for a foul. A wrap to this. Here's Christian Papula Jr. bringing it up. Very wide defensive stance for the Sea Lions, trying to take away the passing lanes. The switch for Slay. Turn the corner, brought it back. Now Asante resets. Clay Brown up top. Lead was 111. It's been cut here. And a beautiful lay-in by Asante. He got long. Floated it over Okhotin. Just like that, it's been cut in half here to 5. Minute and a half remaining in the half. That was very close to a 5-second violation. But Pierce Davis will give it right back with a travel. That would make that another productive turnover. Here's a 3 by Brown, splashes it in. 35% three-point shooter makes it a 2-point game. That is an 11-2 run for Academy of Art. 60 seconds to go here in the half. Okhotin looking for his 5th 3 off the left iron. 50-50 ball between Pierce Davis and Papula Jr. And they're saying that Davis stepped out of bounds on the attempt to take it away. They're on an 11-2 run. Slay gets the switch, stops on the post and swings it out. This is a team dominating the points in the paint right now. Slay with 6 on the clock. Great defense by McKenzie. Now Asante with 3, has to put it up. Can't get it, leaves it short. Rebound by Williams. Another one for Latrell Williams. And he ties the game. Just a sophomore, the only underclassman playing for Scott Waterman. And a foul is called prior to the pass being made. Franklin got wrapped up, I believe, by Mike Asante. What about very good free throw shooter? This is the front end of the 1-and-1. There's the broadcaster's jinx. He was 9 for 11 prior to that miss. He's now 9 for 12 on the season. 33-33, 10 seconds to go in the half. Denny Slay hands it off to Christian Papula with 3. Papula back out. Brown now on the right wing for the lead. Can't get it. And we are at a stalemate here through the first 20 minutes of action inside Golden Gym. The Urban Knights when you're the opposition and building the consistency that you would like and being rewarded for your stops, right? A really good defensive possession, but it's all been negated after an offensive rebound. Second half ready to go. Franklin, McKenzie, Barnes, Baxter, and Anderson out there. Anderson lays it in. First game that counts for the season. Remember, he played in that Pepperdine game where he was injured and been out for the last month and some change or so. Great to see him back. Boy, have they needed him. Sea-Lions on the board first as we begin things in the second half. Back out, Denny Slayer, right wing, dang. Can't get it. Adrian Bird-Jelinek tips it back down. Another offensive rebound, but Anderson is there to swipe it away, resetting the 5 on the court here for the Urban Knights. Bird-Jelinek, Slay, Brown, Dang, and Williams for the 6-3 Urban Knights. There's Coach Waterman, who actually does have a Coach of the Year to his title. That was back in 2016 when he's coaching for his, well, I guess it's not his alma mater, part of the Claremont McKenna schools. He was at Pomona Pitzer. He's a graduate from Occidental. Slay with the takeaway. Slay with the lay-in. And we're tied up at 35. 2016 SCIAC Coach of the Year for Scott Waterman. Went on to coach a couple more seasons at Pomona Pitzer. At one point they reached 5th in Division 3. For 3 in the corner, it's McKenzie, and he hits it. They need to get him going, the team's leading scorer. Sea-Lions respond with a turnover with a 3. They're up by 3. Finishing up the resume here for Coach Waterman as his team turns it over. That pass from Brown was behind Birdie. Yep, tying things up in San Francisco, where he's been for the last 3 seasons at the home of the Urban Knights. He has had stops as assistant coach at Long Beach State and Cal State Fullerton as well. Here's Franklin, high post Anderson. Double comes. They leave Jelinek now on an island by himself. Not somewhere anybody wants to be when guarding Anderson, but he misses the shot. Rebound falls here to Latrell Williams, the 7th of the ball game. Williams and Anderson doing battle, and they're saying it's off of Caden Anderson. Anderson trying to plead his case that Williams lost the handle himself, but the official right next to him disagrees. Only 2 made threes from beyond the, I guess that's redundant. Only 2 made threes for the Urban Knights to 6 for the Sea-Lions. Here's a 3 off the back iron from Clay Brown. And McKenzie will bring it the other way. Brown and McKenzie doing battle here on the right wing. Screen from Anderson. Stepping back. A knuckleball 3, no good. Ball teeter-totted around off the Sea-Lions. It'll come the other way. That was a tough shot right there. Here, Brock McKenzie. Slay turns the corner. Good job by Barnes to slide in front, but even better job by Slay to keep his balance and float it in from 5 feet. Denny Slay has 7 points. Check that, he has 9 points. 3 for 7 from the field, 3 for 4 from the line. Barnes in the corner, he has a 3 today. Hop step back out, extra pass to Baxter. His outlet pass is taken away, and then the save. They're saying it tipped off of Anderson's jersey. Wow, that's a fascinating call right there. The jersey is part of the player. Anderson wildly disagrees, and that call was made right in front of the bench. Here's Slay. Off step back out to Williams, loses the handle. He does not have a dribble, finds a cutting Dang. Plays it in for 2. Moving off the ball, so important, especially when a player loses space like that and has no dribble. And right now, trading points, trading leads between these two teams. Baxter lost the handle, Slade takes it away. And now a reset here for the Urban Knights, up by 1. High dribble here for Slade as he gets the switch. Dang, a lob down low. Williams was unaccounted for, but he mishandled it. A break. Franklin against the press, got to get it in. And Anderson flies in to keep possession. Coach Logie in front of me. His 3rd season barking out orders. 8 seasons at Whitworth College, 194 wins, only 37 losses. Incredible. Both these coaches, some of the best Division III has ever seen. There's a turnaround fade that drops in for Miles Franklin. He has 4 points. Of course, in Coach Logie's first season, this team went 24-6, 18-4 in the conference, and the first men's basketball team in this conference to win back-to-back tournament titles. Ball out of bounds. And immediate timeout is where we stand. 15:27 remaining here in the second half. Sea Lions lead by 1. We'll step aside as you see the beautiful step back. They'll have to work quickly into their half-court set. To Joshua Bagley, grad senior transfer to Sheridan College, getting his first minutes here tonight. Bagley gets tied up on the shoulder. Great defense by Franklin. He staved off though at the last moment and gave a wide open lay-in to Bagley, who's on the board. Bagley top 10 in assists in RU history. He's top 5 in assists per game. Actually top 10 in total assists. Top 5 in assists per game. This is actually the first game of the season he hasn't started. Sea Lions back up by 1. All swung to Papula. Up top now to Dang. Takes right, cuts left through contact, no whistle, can't hit the floater. Just gave a little stoic look to the official as the Sea Lions come the other way. Barnes up top, now McKenzie, lightning to the rim, he can't hit. Nice move, but perhaps a little too quick for his own good. Bird Jelinek with the board, whips it to the corner, into the passing lane goes Franklin and hits it out of bounds. Terrell Williams will take a seat, Mike Asante will up top. Bagley. Kula, free throw line back out to Bagley. Gets a step on Okhotin, draws the double. Somebody's open. Skid pass, lay in. Beautiful play right there from Josh Bagley to Bird Jelinek. Aren't you back up by 1? He hits a wall, finds Pierce Davis who came in for Caden Anderson. Back out Okhotin. Can't hit, now 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. Dang out on the sideline, gets hit by Barnes. Perhaps a good foul there from Kobe Barnes as Trey Anderson will check in. And I am confirming that there are stats and research folks on that. That being me, of course, on double duty right now here courtside. Bagley brings it up, gets the screen. Great job splitting the 2, but Pierce Davis sends it back. Asante corrals the board, leaves the lay-in short. Davis knocks it out of play, and it stays with the Urban Knights. This guy, Pierce Davis, is going to develop the second block of the season, his 8th game play. Didn't play against Seattle Pacific or Hawaii Hilo. That's a backcourt violation. The official wasn't even looking. Papula Jr. caught the ball, was on the line. The official's head was up. Pierce Davis says, I don't care, I'll take another block. He has 2 blocks here on that possession. And just for the record, I would be just as passionate about that missed call if it was against Point Loma. It's all about accountability here on the Pac West Network. Franklin up top, looking for some space. Asante on him. Steps back, gets Asante off and floats it in. Beautiful play by Miles Franklin, forcing Asante to take some ballet classes. Bagley back out. Bird Jelinek, a high arcing 3 is short. Rebound by Anderson. Trey Anderson, the Orange Lutheran product up north in the Trinity League. Draws some contact and a foul called on Dang Dang. Mackenzie left wing. Trying to get going here. He has 9 points. Up top to Franklin. Over 3 from beyond the arc for Franklin. Tries to shake the knee and forces the give up here with Papula Jr. 9 on the clock for Okhotin. With 8, loses the handle, got hacked in a late whistle, but a whistle nonetheless. Logie. Here's Franklin. Double comes. Back out. A long 3 way off for Brock McKenzie, excuse me. Bagley turning on the Jets. Oh, Papula Jr. missed the jam. A prime opportunity to spark some momentum. And Christian Papula couldn't hit it. That was a great feed from Bagley. No wonder he's one of the best dime droppers in program history. Back out Franklin along the baseline. He goes, swings it to Anderson. He's alone, tries a 3 and he can't hit. Davis though skies for the board. Davis with the putback, can't get it. He wants another opportunity, gets it, and he'll head to the line. Great job by Pierce Davis. Staying persistent. Clay Brown hit it out, and instead the Sea Lions got a fresh 20. McKenzie in the corner, Brown up on him. High post to Davis, loses the handle, but it's tipped out of play by Latrell Williams. So back on the 28th of November, the Urban Knights beat UC Davis by 19 points. First ever win over a D1 opponent in regular season as McKenzie pulls the trigger and splashes it home from 8 feet. He has 11 points. So not only was it the first ever win, because they did beat UC Davis back in 2010 in an exhibition game. It was the 3rd Pac-West school to defeat a Division I opponent this season. A Slay gets hacked, excuse me, that is Bagley. And he'll head to the line for 2. Foul goes on Barnes. Oh, they put a 4 up. It was on 3. It was on Anderson. That's his first. So, obviously, Point Loma, if you remember back in the exhibition, beat Pepperdine by 27. Hawaii Hilo beat Northern Colorado. And then the Urban Knights beat UC Davis. So 3 Pac-West schools after 3 years of D2 schools losing to D1 programs. The Urban Knights were actually featured on SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt, which is very prestigious, on SVP's Best Things I've Seen All Day. Except he mispronounced Bird Yelenik's last name. So Scott, if you're watching, make sure you learn how to pronounce these gentlemen's names, because boy, do they deserve the spotlight after that victory. Oh, McKenzie steps back, splashes it in. He has 5 quick points on the last 2 possessions. He's coming to life right now with 14. And the Sea Lions with their largest lead of the half, up by 4. Nobody's going to mispronounce Brock McKenzie's name. I hope not. Right shoulder shot, no good from Slay. Rebound taken here by Brian Garacki. Garacki out of Churchill High School up in Eugene, Springfield area of Oregon. Back in my alma mater's area. Okhotin a long 3, no good. Davis with another offensive rebound. Finds a cutting Okhotin and a block from behind. Oh man. Latrell Williams coming back with the denial. That was a great, also played football. If you know anything about Churchill Lancer football, it's kind of like modern day Catholic football down here in San Diego, just a team that's consistently disrespected in the lower division and comes out on top pretty consistently. 51-45, Sea Lions lead, but a beautiful response by Clay Brown, flexing that chest after laying it in. Brown has 8 points. Anderson will calmly bring it across the timeline with 9:50 and some change remaining. Kenzie and Slay doing battle. And now the ball swung on the perimeter. Garacki to Baxter, lost the handle. It's off of Bird Yelenik. They'll stay here with Point Loma. Miles Franklin quickly getting off the bench and checking back in. Trey Anderson will take a seat. Davis gets it back. McKenzie wants another. It's short. Rebound to Brian Garacki. Another offensive rebound. Might have gotten away with the carry nonetheless. The Sea Lions cleaning things up. They now have 9 offensive rebounds. That ties the Urban Knights total. They only have 3 coming into this half. Right pocket 3 is short by Baxter. He's having a rough go this afternoon. Now 0 for 5. Stifle a 12-game losing streak going back 8 years to Point Loma. They won the first 2 matchups between these two teams. The Sea Lions have won the ensuing 12. Bird Jelinek turns the corner. Brown with an 18-footer can't hit. Ball goes through the legs of Bird Jelinek. It's corralled by Garacki. He gets tied up with Brown. The ball goes out of play, and it is off of Brian Garacki. They both open up, obviously, with CCA opponents, which is very common here between these two conferences. Obviously, the GNAC is typically in play as well. Both teams had appearances against GNAC schools. Urban Knights took care of business against St. Martin's. There's a bank 3 for Clay Brown. Just a 35% three-point shooter. And that triple makes it a 1-score lead, a 1-point lead rather here for Point Loma. Franklin gets wrapped up top through the final 8:25 for the Urban Knights. Lions only 2 team fouls here so far in the half. Davis on the inbound, hands it off to Franklin. In the corner he goes, gets tied up. Good defense here from Bagley, screened by Davis. Franklin loses the handle and runs right into Bird Jelinek. And he'll get called for a foul. No full court pressure here. Deny the ball to Bagley. Quick inbound comes to Williams. Now Bagley gets it and resets up top. Bagley wide open. Takes the baseline down. A hop step extra pass. Bird Jelinek for the lead. Got it. 42% three-point shooter. Now 1 for 4 today. 53-51 media timeout. 7:53 remaining here in the second half. Seattle Pacific have lost 99-91 in overtime. Anderson can't hit the lefty flip. A late whistle is called. You know, as his minutes are limited, but he is such an impact player. I mean, it's amazing to think. Now, we don't want to do the whole, oh, what would have been without him, right? The truth is the proof is in the pudding. This conference is really good in basketball. Point Loma's season is loaded up. I mean, San Bernardino is a top 15 program in the nation. Cal State San Marcos is a top 15 program in the nation. Here's a little floater by Williams that falls. Western Washington, the top 25 team in the nation. Seattle Pacific is on the rise. So Point Loma really loaded up their schedule. So regardless of what happened, they played really good opponents that have led to this 4-5 start. But having Anderson back now early on in Pac-West play is really, really pertinent. And coming to fruition here, McKenzie steps into a 3, it's short. Rebound falls to Brown, he'll cross the timeline up top. He's trying to go coast to coast, and does. Clay Brown showing the athleticism. Started his career at St. Peter's University out in New Jersey in the MAAC, Division I school. 25 games played out there. Howard College in Texas, and then St. Thomas Aquinas in New York, a Division II school out in the East Coast Conference, before making his way to Academy of Art. Anderson hits no call on the contact. He has 15 points on 6 for 9 shooting. Bagley spits the pair and lays it in. Excuse me. A lot of action out here on the hardwood right now. RU leads by 4. Here's Franklin up top. Part of that Northeastern University March Madness run in 2019. Barnes high post to Anderson. Draws the double. Back out to Barnes. And a good job by RU forcing the ball back out on the perimeter with 8 seconds. Anderson on the shoulder. They're calling an isolation now for Caden Anderson. A tough shot is short. Ball batted out of play. It'll come back here to RU. RU has Shamadan next on their schedule in a week's time. Point Loma will play Azusa Pacific back here on Saturday before hosting Pacific University. A long 3 by Bagley reigns in. A beautiful shot by Joshua Bagley, only a 25% three-point shooter. then three-quarter court pass back to Bagley. What a swing of the last 5 minutes for the Urban Knights, and the whistle is blown down low. I think they're trying to figure out if you could throw the ball into the backcourt. Oh no, it was the shot clock misfire, my mistake. So 13 seconds on the shot clock here, 5:20 to go in the ball game, and a 7-point RU lead, and now they're saying it's side out. Okay. Officiating crew perhaps looking to go to the conference room and review some rules because they have not been on the same page the last minute or so. Bagley on the inbound finds Slay, and we're back to the action. 7 on the clock for Slay. Loses the handle a little bit, and there it is out of play. 11 turnover here for the full court pressure in play here as Franklin takes the inbound. Miles Franklin across the timeline. Bagley with a little bit of pressure along the perimeter. Franklin trying to shake and picks up a screen from Okhotin and picks up his dribble. Backs through in the corner up top to Franklin. 13 on the clock as he begins his move. Not a lot of help here. Franklin gets tied up, finds Anderson. With 6 on the clock, Anderson along the baseline. Got a break as the ball is knocked out of play and will stay here with Point Loma, but Coach Logie wants to talk it over first. 62-55. Sure, Coach Logie drew something out of that timeout to get things ready. It's a lob to Anderson. He bobbled it, and it's taken away by Williams. Here's Slay in transition. He loses it off his foot, and Point Loma will get it back. Wow, both teams really struggling right now, though, have to find a way to chip away at the 7-point deficit. Okhotin on the inbound, brings it to McKenzie. Into some light pressure by Slay as he staves off now and lets him cross the timeline. Franklin to Okhotin. Okhotin still has 12 points. McKenzie has 14, Anderson has 15. That leaves the C-Lines. Only one Urban Knight double figures, that's Clay Brown with 13, but they've done a great job spreading the wealth as there's a lay-in by Caden Anderson. Give him 17 points. He's 7 for 11 now from the field. Welcome back, Mr. Anderson. Now getting into it now is the C-Lines looking to hunker down on defense. It's a zone into the corner. Brown for 3. Yes, sir. Clay Brown. His third 3 of the ball game. High risk, high reward of the zone. You want to dare teams to take those shots, but if he's wide open and his name is Clay Brown, the prolific 3-point shooter, doesn't necessarily work out in your favor. Anderson looks to answer. Can't. Brown with the board. By the way, double-double watch for Latrell Williams, 8 points and 7 rebounds. He also has a 3 assist. That leads the team. Just a sophomore, the youngest player out there on the court. Bagley turns the corner and off glass hits. 10-point lead here for the Urban Knights, the largest of the ball game. And a 21-point swing going back to the Point Loma, 11-point lead back in the first half. McKenzie, Slay with some very good defense, cutting his Anderson through contact. He lays it in, but no whistle. Curious where it was, but nonetheless, he'll take the points. 19 points for Clay Anderson. Line shooting 42%, the Urban Knights shooting 47%. Bagley, a little fake out to the left, got Anderson in the air, but kept his pivot foot. Goes out to Brown in the corner, now with 9. Brown, the hand in his face, air balls. Williams with the board, his 8. Gets hacked and he'll go to the line for 2. Media timeout. 8 rebounds. Full court press still in effect here for the Urban Knights, but Coach Booker Harris, his first season, telling his team now, calm down, it's all good. Force the C-Lines to work here. Now they have to work quicker. 2 minutes and some change remaining in this one. Kenzie to Okhotin, tees up a 3, got it. He went 4 for 4 to begin the game. He was 0 for 3 before canning that one. Oh, wide open Williams. Extra pass down low, a miss. And a timeout called by John. Timeout inbounds it to Bird Jelinek. Bagley will reset. Turns the corner, stops from 18 feet, leaves it short. Franklin got tripped up going for the board. After to track it down, he's in trouble. Here's Anderson now. And a reset with 12 on the shot clock. Gotta work quickly if you're Brock. Screen from Anderson. 6 on the clock. Okhotin into the corner. A 3. Baxter hits it. Big shot. Baxter cuts the lead to 3 with a $1:17 remaining here in the ball game. Right there to give the Sea Lions, or to bring the Sea Lions, I should say, within 3. They were trailing by 10 a few moments ago. Cutting into the Urban Knights lead, and now clock chewing time. For Denny Sled. Puts the moves on Franklin. He's going to lose the handle. And because Franklin's left knee was out of bounds and he was touching the rubber, it'll stay here with the Urban Knights. 7 seconds on the shot clock, 54 seconds on the game clock. 3-point ball game. A stop here is pertinent for the Sea Lions. Bagley with 4. Feed down low. Williams lays it in. Great job by Bagley to draw the double and dish down another dime. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists for Latrell Williams. He's having another stat sheet stuffing game. Got to work quickly now. Franklin on the high post, swings it out to Anderson. Extra pass, Franklin for 3. In and out. And immediately a whistle on the ensuing rebound. Miles Franklin struggling here today. Came into the afternoon leading the conference in field goal percentage and in 3-point percentage. Slade takes contact from Brock McKenzie. Oh no, excuse me, that was... Bagley shakes Baxter. High post Williams. Anderson draws the charge, or excuse me, the block. My mistake. Players in the game. Can't hit the back end. Still possible here. A 4-point game, rather a 6-point game. My mistake. Under 20 seconds to go. Okhotin forces up one and hits. Oh, Ben Okhotin. Straight away Trey. He has 18 points off the bench. It's a 3. Full court to go for the Urban Knights. Inbound to Williams, immediately gets hacked by Brock McKenzie. Can't get the one-on-one, we still have a ball game. No timeouts left. 4-point Loma. 3 will tie things up, and a foul is called. That will send, he doesn't pick up his 5th foul and foul out of this one. You don't get the steal, you foul as soon as possible, and there it is. Slay will head to the line after getting finally behind the line. Baxter quickly gives it back to him. A 3 to tie, and a foul is called by Slay. Point RU lead. Bird Jelinek to inbound. Slay. About a second comes off the clock, and he'll head to the line. 8 to go, full court for the Sea Lions. McKenzie, the trigger man. Into Baxter, quick pass to McKenzie. Slay fouls him. Was he shooting? They're saying no. They're saying he was not. But the side official said he was. One official called the foul and said on the ground. The other said he was in the air. And the official who called it on the ground is going to get the benefit of the doubt. Oh, wow. I will say that there is not continuity across the NCAA when it comes to reviews. The CCAA has official reviews. The Pac-West doesn't. And I think that there has to be a conversation inside the commissioner's office in moments like this. McKenzie misses, and it stays with Point Loma. 1 second to go. 76-74. And aren't you asking for a review? That's exactly what I was saying before. And the official said, what review? We don't have that here in this conference. I think we're going to start a movement. All right, a shot to tie, a 2 to tie, a 3 to win. Inbound, McKenzie for overtime, and it's short. And RU takes a sigh of relief, and they will walk out of here with their 5th